Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Cory, and that is a 2025 Rivian R1T dual motor with the awesome range wheels. I am in Dallas, Texas, where the new Rivian Space just opened, the second in this state. And yeah, they let me have this one for a quick drive around town. What's it like behind the wheel? Well, let's hop in and go see. All right, so as we set off in this one, I do want to level set just a few things, exactly what vehicle I've got, all of which can be accessed through this screen here. I'm going to pull over and park and kind of walk through some of it with you here on camera. Do a quick parallel park in Dallas here, but come to a stop. Put it in park, you can swipe up here, go to settings, and now I've got all of my different vehicle settings. You can see exactly which one I have. R1T Performance Dual Max Adventure Package. You can see where we have the Ocean Coast Dark Ash Wood inside, Rivian Blue outside, Max Pack battery, dual motor all-wheel drive with the range wheels. So we get that max of 420 for overall range on a full charge of this one. All of that is accessed through your settings. You just swipe up there, boom, there you go. You've got some other cool features in here, quick access buttons for your drive modes. You can see we can adjust the ride feel, your ride height, your different drive modes. You can see where your wheels are pointed, everything like that, your heading, your battery temps, your motor temps, all that information is accessed right there. You've got great maps built into this, great audio built into this, with Apple Music built right in, because unfortunately no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, but you can pair via Bluetooth in here, so there is that. You've got quick access to your cameras. We'll talk more about that while we're driving. And then this spot right here really is your quick access for whatever you were on last, whether it be watching videos, while waiting for your kids. You can go to camping mode. There are lots of things here in camping mode where you can do camp courtesy, your lights won't come on, or you can turn your lights on so you can actually see. You can auto level the truck with a 4-corner air suspension. Lots of cool tech in here for that. You've got Gear Guard in here, constantly monitoring the vehicle. But say I've got a situation around me, I can hit this button right here and it will start recording. You can see I did that one earlier. Just to show off what it can do. It records the location and all the vehicle around you, so you can come back and watch that. If there are incidents, you can go back and watch that motion, or you can save some as favorites, all of which are very cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing in drive, go ahead and turn those wheels as hard as I can and set off here. Some things I really like about this, the visibility. Very good window sight lines on this, very big mirrors. Those mirrors are controlled from the steering wheel controls here, the little roller wheels and the toggle buttons. And the steering wheel adjustments are also here on this steering wheel. So the tilt telescope, all that is built in to the steering wheel. But once you set that through the screen, through those buttons, you can set it to remember different driver profiles, things like that. And then back behind the screen here, I've got all these really cool graphics, just letting me know that the vehicle knows exactly what is around us. You can see all the vehicles parked alongside the road. We've got some people walking over there. If they were closer to the vehicle, it would actually show pedestrians walking here on camera, just letting me know that the vehicle knows that there are people there, and just to be cognizant of this situation would come in handy absolutely at night. They say that there's a fun Halloween mode where they turn into ghouls, which is really fun, but that's really cool. And then when it comes to overall visibility, a feature I really like in Hyundai Genesis products that we have even here on this Rivian, the blind spot camera. So I put a blinker on and I've got a blind spot camera looking over my shoulder over here, helping me see perhaps if I couldn't see from the mirror from looking over my shoulder here. So really like the visibility, the safety tech that is built into this, the thoughtfulness that comes from living with these vehicles, and the fact that all this can be upgraded and enhanced over the years with over-the-air updates. A tech-forward vehicle such as this, the vehicle gets better as you own it because you can download more features, more options, as long as the hardware is there to support it. which I really like. And then piloting this thing around, you can see we've got regen on high, which if you're used to one pedal driving, I would say that this is a decent one pedal drive. I've barely had to touch the actual brake pedal because we also have auto hold turned on. So as I come up to a stop here behind this Ford Explorer, I'm not on the brake, I'm just lifting off the accelerator, and now we have come to a complete stop. So full one pedal drive, but I can do standard or low regen. I can also adjust the ride feel, the ride height, stuff like that, all baked in, built in to the screen here, but that doesn't take away from my information on the screen behind me, which I really like. Some knocks, there are some knocks. This thing isn't perfect. They're leaning a little too heavy into the screen, and what I mean by that is, say I need to adjust the airflow, the direction of the air while I'm driving. Yeah, that gets a little funky. I can reposition where the air is blowing, but it's not my favorite. You can save presets, but like, just give me a little toggle here. It's almost overcomplicated for complication's sake, but the airflow is good. I am nice, I am comfortable here. We have heated and ventilated seats up front, which I really like. So very comfortable, very luxurious pickup truck here. Very comfortable ride and handling. Like I said, I am in a soft ride mode right now, which smoothed it out a little bit. It's not floaty, but it is still a firmer ride. It's a big, heavy vehicle. The batteries underneath me help keep the weight and the center of gravity down low, but generally a very comfortable vehicle. And then I even have these cup holders that deploy for my morning coffee. So we've got lots of nice comforts and amenities in here. Really like it. The build quality is immaculate. One more shortcoming famous of this vehicle, there is no glove box, but famously the R2 will have a glove box, so that is a big addition coming to R2 later on down the road. But here we go, yet another way to show off the one pedal drive. The light turned red. I'm not on the brake, I just lifted off the accelerator and coast to a nice stop right here. So again, very comfortable vehicle, very easy to drive. Once you know where everything is and adjust the mirrors and the windows and the everything to you, I'd say it works very well. It's pretty comfortable, nice packaging in here. Again, I would love to see a front bench seat. They could absolutely do that here. There's some utility that is gained and lost from having a center console versus center seat, but really do like the feel in here, the vibe in here. It definitely passes a vibe check. So loving the interior of this, loving my time with this one. I have been told this exact one is in the fleet, this long range model. So working with Rivian to get one delivered to us for a full week's worth of testing, so that we can really live with it and figure out some of the things that we really love about it, some of those things that maybe are a shortcoming of it. We'll get Holly's impressions and drive thoughts from living with it. Who knows, we may even go camping with it, go on an adventure. This being the max range version, we'll definitely have to test it on a road trip and see what it's capable of in the real world, because I'll go ahead and go to the maps here while we're sitting at this light. You can see we've got great maps built into this. You can filter to charging stations based on speed, based on what network they're with, and you can hide certain features of charging stations. So if you don't care to see charging stations you're incompatible with or that you need an adapter for, you can absolutely hide that. Setting off in this dual motor, my goodness, it is absolutely quick. I'm not even in sport mode. That was just taking off, driving down the road in traffic. Very impressed with the overall speed. Pickup trucks shouldn't be that fast. I drove here in a Duramax powered Chevy 1500. it ain't this quick. So very impressed with the overall speed of this one. And then the utility. Again, if you want to see more from us with Rivians, we toured an R1S and an R1T in the showroom. Hit the subscribe button down below, ring the bell so you're notified when future videos drop from us. Find us on all social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, you name it. Everything is at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But I unfortunately have to take this back to the Rivian store. They do have some vehicles there that you can test drive if you are in the DFW area. This is at Knox and Henderson, if you're curious, just off of 75. I'm sitting at the light looking over 75 right now, and I can see the Rivian space. So very cool area over here. There's a Pottery Barn, an Apple store, and one of my favorite Tex-Mex restaurants in the world, Chewy's, all right there on the corner. So come check it out. Huge thanks to Rivian for their time today. And yeah, really digging this R1T. And until next time, gearheads, bye. Little herky-jerky on the parking. Straighten up. Very crisp cameras.